What time frame are you trading right now? Are you actually profitable on that time frame? Today, I'm exposing the time frame 8-figure traders actually use. Is it 1 minute, 5 minute, hourly, or daily, and when? I'm making this video to make it crystal clear, so you cut trial and error and start earning dollars faster. Today, I will show you exactly which time frames an 8-figure trader watches and how to use them in real trades. Lots of traders scalp on the 1-minute chart I see all the time. Whether for scalps or reading the flow, they keep checking those tiny charts. But be honest, did the 1 minute and 5 minute actually make you a lot of money? Probably not. Here's why. If you trade up the 1 minute or 5 minute, they're for entries, not for the direction. They can show the bigger trend. So, trading only a short time frame means you make money, then give it back, and end up in the red. Let me give you a quick example. On this chart, price breaks the low, and it looks like the downtrend will continue. So I cut my long position, I take the stop. But on the daily, it's just a pullback in an uptrend. Mini charts and daily can tell opposite stories. Short time frames make tiny drops feel scary and huge. That fear makes you overreact and breed small losses. Get stuck on micro charts and you miss the big move. So today, I will teach you to read the trend, then use 1 minute and 5 minute for entries. This tip helps you capture an entire daily candle, start to finish. I actually trade without mini charts. Each morning, my one goal is to take a daily candle. That's not just me. That's everyday trader's goal. So, should we only watch the daily? Not exactly. Let me explain. A candle isn't just green or red. It compresses buyer, seller better in time. 5 1-minute candles form on 5 minutes, 12 5-minute candles form 1 hourly. Higher time frames give you the verdict, open and close. Lower time frames show the details, the path inside that candle. Shorter, more detail. Longer, clear direction, and max pullback range. On the 1-hour chart, a doji means buyers and sellers fought even for an hour. But you can't see the path inside it, not unless you watch that whole hour live. Drop early on the 5 minute, then a sharp push-up, and a setup close, then leads as a dodge. With bearish bias, bulls failed to break the prior high, so a drop could be next, but you must confirm on the 1-hour chart. Is it a real reversal or just a stop hunt shakeout? This 1-hour candle also closed as a doji. On the 5 minute, it dropped it at the open, then repeated into the close. That's a doji with a bullish bias. If other tools agree, it's a quality entry and price. It even lines up with the hourly supply-demand zone. Remember, the market never shows everything all at once. Use higher time frames to read the direction and max pullback. Then, on lower time frames, do 3 things. 1. Find precise entries. 2. Confirm momentum in the same direction. 3. Read pullbacks before the move. Is it normal or exaggerated? That's my takeaway. After earning tens of millions of dollars, how time frames work together. Here's my chart setup. I split the screen into 4 panels. Top left 1 minute, top right 5 minutes, bottom left hourly, bottom right daily. This way, all 4 time frames are visible at once. Big picture read the trend on daily and hourly. Entry timing, nail entries on 5 minute and 1 minute. The higher the time frame, the stronger the reliability. Think 1 minute, then 5 minutes, then hourly, then daily. But my main focus is the daily chart, because daily open and close aren't set up by retail ever. The rest can be pushed by individuals, but not the daily print. The open shows the day's first intent, that initial control. So if price sits above or below the daily open, it hints at the day's direction. If daily is above the MA and price is above the open, think long first. If price is below the open and the daily is below the MA, think short first. Set direction on the daily, then drop to lower time frames and pick entries that match it. Here, price is below the open and below the MA, so think short biased. Use small time frames like 1 minute or 5 minutes to find your entry trigger. Ignore the wrong setups. Hunt only for short entries. Even if a long looks perfect, wait for a short that fits the bias. Apply this rule and your win rate and P&L jump dramatically. This works on any market, not just one, because it's pure trend trading, the core principle. Take Bitcoin as an example. If the MA slopes up and price sits above today's open, you only hunt long entries. That's it. Then, drop to lower time frames and apply your method, but only on the wrong side. It doesn't matter which indicator you use, pattern trading or candle patterns, your method is less important than direction. Set direction on a high time frame, then pick entries on a lower time frames. Just do this, and even $1,000 daily target, you can pull $100,000 plus. Non-negotiable rule. Don't trade against daily bias. You will zoom out to see many daily candles. I zoom in, focus on just 3 or 4 daily candles. Close up. Why do I do this? I'm not trying to forecast 2 days or 3 days or a week ahead. My daily mission is simple. Take one daily candle today. Lead one candle perfectly and you can make money, no problem. One longer hold, then in a weekly candle or a monthly. Bigger time frame, same idea. I'm a day trader, that's why the daily matters most to me. Here's a trading tip. Always check the daily often. Did price break above it or hold above it or reject it? The daily open close are driven by big players, not retail. If a price breaks above the daily open, odds favor a strong move up. Buying pullbacks, entries near the open are way better. Let me walk you through this on the Nasdaq chart. Here's today's open, right here on the chart. At the start of a European session, price breaks below the daily open. Then it drops about 136 points further. Price bounces back up, but before the US Open, it rejects exactly at the open. From there, another setup, roughly 236 points down. After US Open, price breaks above the daily open and rallies 174 points. If it can break the open, it acts as strong resistance. Once it does break, the open flips into strong support. In this spot, buy the pullback toward the day's open, then take profit as it pushes up. Earlier, we used the daily, open, and MAs to set bias and pick entries. Now, I will show you the same idea with Bollinger Band to capture one daily candle. On the daily, I read the direction with Bollinger Bands. On the daily chart, price was outside the bands, then slipped back inside. The re-entry candle has no lower wick, strong buy pressure. Price never traded below the daily open. Bullish are in control. So treat it as a wrong biased and on lower time frames. Hunt wrong entries only. On the 5 minute, a clear double bottom shows up. Set your stop at the low, then take the entry. This setup can capture the big move. But even with bias, first secure profit greater than your stop. Then look for the next entry on a pullback. If the daily turns to chop, you will give back a lot of gains. So set a daily low, take profits at a fixed percent each day. Here's 2. The daily pulls back inside from the upper band. So today, think short biased. On the 5 minute, a double top appears. Place your stop at the nearest high, then take the short. You might miss the dream trade, but you can still bank multiples of risk. This is a core idea behind the money I've made tens of millions of dollars. Use it in any market to time entries and exits and manage size against max drawdown. If you want to trade this way, you need tight spreads and zero swap fees. Use the link in the description, low spreads, and swap free enabled. Start small right now. Even with a tiny account, you can practice the edge. Today's principles are layered. You won't hear them anywhere else. Set direction on the high time frame, set position size to match it. Then find entries on hourly, 5 minute, 1 minute. Define risk and reward, scalp, day trade, or swing, and your accurate curve can climb. I'll keep posting real practical tips from traders who make money in the market. Hit subscribe, like, and turn on all notifications. Wishing you constant profits. Thank you.